Okay, my dear students, come to solve the third problem, which is not relating to the second and first problem. It is a combination problem we are going to solve. Now I am reading the problem. Prepare single column cash book of Mr. XYZ company from the following data, that is on 2019 March 1st. So we have to prepare single column cash book according to the third problem and come to the first transaction, that is on March 1st. Brought cash into business, whatever may be, brought is nothing but we are taking cash into business for starting our business transaction. That is nothing but it is a opening balance. So according to debit side, opening balance is always debit side of the cash book only, and so debiting this first transaction. And come to the next one, cash sales. Here we have sales, that is nothing but cash sales only, except credit sales we don't want to consider here. So this is a cash sales, we have to consider in debit side of cash book. And come to the next one, cash paid into bank. Cash paid into bank, paid is nothing but it is a payment. So payments are there in credit side. Right ma, is it clear? Don't get confusion. All receivings must be debit side only. All payments, whatever may be the payments are there in our transaction, all are converting into credit side of cash flow. And come to the next one, purchase. One condition also we have to find. Cash paid into bank is nothing but it is a contra entry. So contra entry we are going to find. Definitely cash book is consist of cash and bank balance. But here we have only total amount column. So we don't want to consider it as a contra entry. Just it is a cash based transaction, we have to consider it. And come to next one, purchase goods from X for cash. Condition must be satisfied here. Purchase goods from X is there, we don't want to consider. For cash is there, so we have to consider purchase is nothing but it is a credit side. It is a credit side transaction of the cash book. And come to the next one, printing expenses. Expenses is nothing but it's part of payment. Payment is there in credit side, so it will also comes into credit side. Paid salaries, payment. Payment is there in credit side. Interest received, received is there, receiving is there in debit side. And next one, office expenses. Office expenses, expense also part of payment, payment is there in credit side. Traveling expenses, expense also part of payment, payment is there in credit side. Sold furniture, furniture we are selling for getting cash. Sold is nothing but sales, sales are there in debit side. Purchase, purchase is there in credit side of the cash book. So all transactions we are considered perfectly, and we have to enter all transaction into our pro forma. Solution number 3, year is 2019, month March, because of all transactions are in March only, and credit side also 2019 March. First two day got cash into bank means cash balance 15,000. And next one, cash sales, that is on second, it's debit side. Sales only I am writing, sales value 5,000. And next one, purchase goods, cash paid into bank, that is on March 4th by bank. I am writing clearly here, worth is 5,000. And next one, purchase goods from X for cash. Even though it is a credit purchase transaction, but it is based on cash related, so that's the reason we are consider it into our cash book, that is on 6th by purchase from X, worth is 3,000. And next one, printing expenses. Expenses are there in credit side, that is on 7th by printing expenses 1,000. Next one, paid salaries. Payment is also credit side by salaries 5,000. And next one, interest received. Receivings are there in debit side, that is on 10th to interest received, credit salary is 5,000, interest received 500. And next one, office expenses, that is on 12 by office expenses 1000. Next one, traveling expenses 13th by traveling expenses 2000. Sold furniture, that is on 16th to furniture 1000. Last one, purchase, that is on 31st March by purchase only, value 1000. So all transactions are entered or not, we have to check once again. Bought cash into business 15,000, that is opening balance. Cash purchase 5,000. Cash sales 5,000. Sales is debit side transaction also we are considered. Cash paid into bank, credit side 5,000, that is on 4th day, bank 5,000 is completed. Purchase goods from X for cash 3,000. Purchase from X, that is on 6th, 3,000 is completed. And next one, printing expenses 1,000, salaries 5,000, office expenses 1,000, traveling expenses 2,000, sold furniture 1,000, purchase 1,000. So all transactions we are entered perfectly and we have to equalize the values. Two parallel lines must be set and two columns is equal to both sides. Now we have to calculate debit total as well as credit total. 15 plus 5, 20, 21,500. Once again we have to see 15 plus 5, 20, 21,500 credit side. 5 plus 5, 10, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18. Credit side is 18,000. Once again we have to check 5,000 plus 5,000, 10,000. 3 plus 2, 15, 16, 5, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18,000. So we have to finalize here. 2,500. So 3,500 we will get here. So debit is excess value, that is 21,500. Here also 21,500. This is the least value, 18,000. Total value is 3,500. Say 31st March by balance carried on B by F, that is nothing but balancing figure, that is brought forward here to balance, brought down 3,500. This is the complete problem relating to the single column cash book. In our next session we are going to solve two column cash book.